Well, we see a phenomenal growth in the use of smartphones, and that's becoming a very intimate device with consumers around the world, but here in the United States especially. So that continues to grow, and the growth of wireless data compounds that growth. So we see mobile commerce growing very, very rapidly, and we see what we're doing at Mitek using the camera for mobile imaging as a key part of that. Well, one thing I noticed among banking leaders is that they are looking at mobile banking or mobile applications as an extension of the PC or desktop environment. And we think that's just opposite. We think actually what we're seeing now are point applications that customers are comfortable with, that are mobile, that are designed for an easy user interface. And that common experience that's experienced between a handheld device and the PC is something that banks should strive for, because the mobile device actually provides a more intimate relationship. It's odd to think about, though. If you left your home without your phone, most of us would go back and retrieve it in the morning. If you left without your wallet or maybe even your handbag, you might think twice about that. But with a phone, it becomes a very critical infotainment, information, communication device, one that we find indispensable as a consuming public. And so as we see it, we think the phone actually provides a better, more intimate relationship between the bank and its user. So the more activity that you can engage the customer with on the mobile device will actually help the bank engage more deeply and more meaningfully and more profitably with their customers. Well, in 2010, we received the patent for mobile deposit. We invented that product and have been marketing that now for well over a year, and we're very gratified to see banks and other institutions like PayPal introduce mobile deposit to their consumers. So we anticipate in 2011 greater adoption and more commercial launches. We think that's a game changer. We really think it's a way to add sizzle to the mobile banking platform, to engage with the customer more intimately, and to retain those customers more actively. And you know, mobile banking customers are the most profitable segment, according to the Tower Group, than any banking customer. In 2011, we have a new product we just announced. We're very proud of that. It's called Mobile Photo Bill Pay. It allows you to actually snap, point, and pay any bill. So what you can do when you receive your invoice is open the envelope, take out the bill, take a picture of it, and basically pay it that way. There's nothing easier than that for anybody. Well, I think it's at its nascent stage. There are consumer habits that are changing all the time. In fact, we have to give credit to Apple and to BlackBerry and even to the Android platform as it's changed consumer habits. Consumers are doing more things on their mobile devices now than ever before. When I was at Qualcomm years ago, we anticipated this growth of wireless data and the use of the phone for these very interesting, very personal applications. Accessing your personal financial information privately, safely, and securely, that wasn't possible 10 years ago. It is today. So we see the consumer habit becoming more familiar with this and using it more often. I think financial institutions have a responsibility, they know it, to protect their consuming public, to provide privacy, security. So they logically and rightfully so put these applications through a great deal of scrutiny and internal testing, and they should. But I think then once it's secure, once it's proven to be scalable, they need to roll them out. There was an interesting article in the New York Times recently by a consumer finance advocate, Ron Lieber, an editorial journalist, who spoke about the use of mobile applications and how much more convenient they are and how they can engage with customers more closely. So we really think there's a demand building that's very strong now, and we think this next year will be the year of growth for mobile deposit and mobile banking.